Howdy, folks. So it's been a long winter, but it's still going, and I'm out of food. All I have is jam left. Well, I take that back. I have some bread and some meat, but not much. We need to go hunting. We're gonna have to hunt to finish off the winter. There's a little bit of food up here that I forgot about, actually. That'll last me another day. That had some fish and red meat in it. Not very hearty, though. This is a honey top spelt porridge with mashed onion. Doesn't that just sound so good? And there really isn't very much left of it. So, I'm going to grab a handful. Oh, I did get my chainmail body and legs done. I need more cassiterite to be able to do the helmet. And it does not add that much more hunger. Actually, I think it's less hunger, but slower walk speed or something like that. But, that's actually what we'll be doing this time. We're going to throw this on, and we're going hunting. And yes, it does make chain sounds. Pasta, what's up? I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing? I gotta think of where I want to go to hunt. Where have I been seeing stuff? I think there's just mostly chickens over there. I think there's some sheep down there, but I want to kill off all the sheep. You didn't get to see any of the stuff, so I have the chainmail. I don't know if you spotted that or not. I finally was able to get it finished up. I went over to that mine shaft over there, and I actually made it down to the second level and through it. And it only gets harder. And then after you finish those, that particular mine shaft actually had a third level, and it was very difficult to get down to it and traverse it. And everything down there was very difficult. I've actually very much been considering turning off the monsters and the temporal stability. It sounds pretty neat too. My only complaint is it sounds like a pocket full of coins. Which I know that's what chainmail sounds like. You know what? Maybe we'll go to that mine shaft and get some iron out of it. I don't think I've been to that one there yet. I don't think. I'm glad I took the time to do it. We're truly into the Bronze Age now, even though I don't really have any bronze left. I have another full set of gear, but I don't have anything else. But I completed the dock. The boat, all I need is the sails and the ropes. Right? Yeah, sails and the rope. I can't get the sails until summer. I didn't make it tall enough to make the boat, but it still worked out. But we can't do the sails until first harvest, so we're waiting. There was something else I thought I was waiting on too. I don't remember. I wonder if there's pigs over here. Actually, you know what? I think I know that there are pigs over here. So we're just gonna wander our way over here. It's not really that you missed out. There was two streams. But I played some over the weekend. Without streaming. Which, I mean, I probably shouldn't do, but I also enjoy playing it without having to... I mean, I know I'm not very entertaining either way, but, like, I don't have to aim to entertain. I can actually play without saying a word. And I need to find me some new headphones. Because I'm not a fan of the couple of sets that I have. Because after wearing them for, like, 2 hours, I start getting a headache. And I need to find ones with a wider band. I think that would help out a lot. Where are you going, dude? You gonna drown yourself? That wolf heard me come and was like, oh god, I better just go and drown myself in the river. Alright, we're actually gonna cross the river here. Oh, there's deer. Come on. I'm just gonna go ahead and take his pelt. I can make fat out of that, so we're gonna cross over here. I wanna put that up. Alright. Damn. Oh, I missed him. Or it, her. Damn. I'm making this thing. Oh. Get out of the damn water, dude. Okay. I So I kind of like this bow, advanced bow stuff. But then again, I don't at the same time. Because it seems a little too squirrely. Where'd that buck go? He's right there. Alright, we're gonna go around. It's alright, man, I know. Okay, where were these deer? Here's one. I took two down, right? Didn't I? I thought I took two of the deer down. Did it go under the water? Damn. I could have sworn I took two of them down. Oh. Pigs. I'm gonna stay out just a little bit longer. Alright, what's going on over here? Hold on. I haven't even seen your last couple messages. I was so zoned out, I'm sorry. Alright, no, dude. If I set a schedule, everybody should expect me to stick to that schedule. And I see, so I know that I'm not a big streamer. I know that I'm not even a small streamer. Like I'm back to being a newbie again, and I appreciate you coming to more than one stream. I really do. Um, but even if I had one viewer, one regular viewer, if it was me, I would see that streamer as being like the TV show that I wait, for 1 or 2 days out of the month or a week that I go and watch them. Like I used to watch ER religiously as a kid. I used to watch The Simpsons on Sunday nights, a new episode. I used to watch, you want to know when they're going to be when your show is going to be on that day of the week. So I try to at least do that, which I have. Mondays and Thursdays, I'm on every single time. But, there's some oddball stuff. The part that I kind of feel bad about is the weekends whenever, or even the times that I don't stream and I get days, I advance days in the game, or I do all kinds of crazy stuff that I probably should have at least recorded. I am really bad about remembering to record, but there's a lot of stuff that's missed. And I kind of feel bad if somebody wanted to see that advancement but they don't get to. I know I probably shouldn't feel that way, but if I've invested enough time myself into watching somebody and I missed like a big step that I was wanting to like maybe watch them take, or maybe oh, I just seen mushrooms. Oh, lots of mushrooms. Not a lot, but enough. Is there any on this side? No? Oh, yep. Alright, we got 4. Yep, 4 of those things. Pink bonnets. But yeah, I would expect to be able to, tune in. I understand that you can turn on your notifications or whatever, but it still should come down to there's just a time that they're on. I think so with the intensity of the sway of the bow being aimed, I feel like it would go well with like skills, like one of the skills mods. And I know there's 2 of them, but man, I don't want to risk one of those just really messing up my game. you know. Hey, look, resin. Can I get some more mushrooms or maybe another deer before I go? Oh, look. Got him. Stop freaking out for a minute. I can't even see it now. Damn it. It's trying to lay down, but it's freaking out. I don't even know where the other one went. Right there. Okay, that's good enough for me. I'm happy. Got lots of lots of meat, lots of pelts. I'm happy with that. Okay. Hell yeah. I'll tell you what, these fur clothes have been a godsend. Okay. Oh, great. I'm glad that you enjoy it. I feel like I can be... I mean, everybody's probably this way, though. I feel like I can be boring sometimes, but... sometimes part of the game is just being bored until the next exciting thing comes. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a little too judgy on myself. Think these will pull a couple onions? Nope, those are parsnips. Those weren't... I don't think those will pull. I don't think so. You know one thing I'd given up on, but I should probably check? My garden. I think I have, what is it, rye and parsnips, maybe? I have something planted, and I was like, oh, you know, if they get, like frostbite bitten or whatever, it's whatever. Huh. There's rye right here. We'll take some of that. Thank you. Maybe it's rye that I planted. I wasn't expecting to come across any natural. That's for sure. I could harvest my honey too. I'm actually surprised that they didn't go into hibernation. Let's come over here and check this out. Nah, it doesn't look like there was any growth. The moisture is at 96 and 98 stuff, and I've never touched it. That's funny. Look at that. Why is that? You see those growth speeds? Oh, there's the level. I wasn't even looking at the level. I don't know, maybe we'll get some growth in there. Even if we don't. If it, oh, wait. I gotta move that. Even if it, like, becomes one of those deals. Oh my god, we have 50 meat. 50! We're gonna be able to make us a really good one right here. I don't know if I can add that into a meat stew. I think I can only... Can I put meat in porridge? I don't think I can put meat into porridge. Nope. That's fine. We can make a triple stack of double porridge. Actually, I can make this even better. No, I'm not gonna do that. That feels like a waste. What are you doing, dude? There we go. Okay. You know what? I'm not gonna waste the rye on oh wait. Was I not put I thought I was putting vegetables over there. I'm gonna make bread out of that rye. Because I feel like it's a waste if I don't. Put that in there. Ooh. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough liquid borax to do all these. Nope. Mediums. I can't even do all those. I can do 4 in what I have. I think we'll go ahead and seal it. Yeah, but how many? I think we got four or five deer, 4 4 boar, and 2 wolves. I mean, we was kicking it there for a minute. It looked good. Oh look, a rotten egg. We're gonna throw this meat in here. 10. Oh, it only adds 10 days. This is only fresh for a day. Oh, they're both only fresh for a day. Oh, fuck. We'll throw these in here for now. Yep, that's what we're gonna do there. I know I gotta scrape these hides. I need some more borax. I need some crocs. We got all kinds of stuff going on now. Let's move that up there. We'll go ahead and move that. We're gonna do a couple of like meat only. I'm probably not even gonna seal them just because. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like that. This regular red meat stew. And then with these, with the primitive, whatever you call it, primitive survival, you can turn this, bush meat into fat. Right here. 3 in a stick in a cooking pot. More or less you're stirring it. Stirring all the fat out. I have quite a bit of fat. I also have the honeycomb, which I know the fat is used for mostly for machinery. But I also got axles are insulated, or axes. It makes it to where axles actually insulate the wall, which doesn't make any sense that they don't, unless they're trying to push like players to have their machinery outside. This isn't cooking very fast. I feel like it should be cooking quicker. I don't think I have any more pots. I got more crocks. I got crocks in the kilns. Let's eat one of these. Shall we? Oh, that was the partial. Yeah, we'll go ahead. We'll dip and oh, throw this over here like that. Okay. Nope. There we go. Oh, I'm starting to feel a little bit better about this now that we have all this extra meat. I need one more crock. I'm okay with that. Once this winter passes and we can finish the boat, I'm going to end up. So I want to take it. I went ahead and got Prospect together as well, so that it kind of gives me a grid. It doesn't really do anything because this is the true grid, and then the prospecting goes off the center. Oh, well, let me get my meatses. Okay. And we'll set up the next. Dang it. I do that every time. Like that. Okay. So the prospect together, I accidentally deleted the point in there, which it doesn't matter anyways because it saves it in the square. But anyways, so like you'll see with these two here, so this is like over on the edge, and this one's kind of more towards the middle. It takes its point, wherever the dot is, it's around it. So this one here would actually be like here. But I like having the square. It kind of gives me an idea. Like, if I were to move over and do it, I would do it more towards the center on that one, on that particular one. But anyways, I am going to sail back out and into this ocean, and I'm going to sail around our continent to unlock, see how big it is actually. Just to kind of get an idea. Did I tell you that I got the Resonance Archives? I've never been into it. I know it's a puzzle, but I don't know anything about it. I heard there's like, you have to power it up and fight a boss, but that's about it. I've listened to it be done. I've never watched it. So that could be pretty cool. Ooh, I need some bowls. I've ran out of bowls. Damn, can I empty this? I don't know. Okay. So these are going to be good for 60 days. Nice. Oh, my bowl. Nice. Very nice. Thank you. Let's go ahead and do this first. Then I'm going to take these downstairs. They might actually stay good for a little bit longer. Okay. Actually, I like to put them on top like this, so I know that they're the exact same thing. And then take this. And this will get us by for a couple more days, actually. Oh no. Oh, it actually cooked. We need, oh, cool. Okay, 1, 2, 3. We can do this a couple of times. Good tip on cleaning the bowls. I didn't know you could do that in water. I knew that you could quench in water, but I didn't know you could clean your dishes. I know that the dirty cooking pot from like doing candles and stuff, I know once it's done, unless you have that one mod. We can go ahead and scrape this while we wait. I don't know if you had seen that we had found meteoric iron. But yes, I found meteoric iron. I actually found it and cooked it. So it's in ingots now. Yeah, just some mods just don't make sense. Some make perfect sense. So like being able to chop a piece of firewood into sticks makes perfect sense to me because I've done it before in real life. So why not? But like I don't know how wax and clay, like boiling wax in clay, I don't know how well that would go. Oh, I actually have a crock that has part of that in there. The same exact stuff. So we're gonna come down here and this one. I have a decent amount of fat. Misaki, what's up? We went hunting. We had a very good hunt. We were able to get a lot of red meat. We were able to get leathers, or not leathers, hides. Killed a couple wolves, a few deer, and a handful of boar. It might actually make us through winter. Possibly. I think we're just gonna have to wait and see. We're gonna take the bowl or cooking pot. I know red meat sucks, but or bush meat sucks, but we're gonna cook it anyways. Look at this. We got 5 full containers of regular meat stew, red meat stew, and then we have one that's meat stew with pink bonnets, which are mushrooms. And then I was able to find a couple more mushrooms. There's our medium and large hides. They're going to be good for a while. We're going to turn all those into leather. I found spelt on the way back, or rye. I found rye on the way back. That's from an earlier hunt. The bread I actually found at a trader. I actually had traveling money in my pocket and went to go just check him out. I was going to be starving anyway, so I was like, ah, screw it, let's go check him out. And he had bread. It was 8 pieces of bread for 1 gear, so I sold him out. Oh no. Alright. Oh, it's so bad. Nice warm meal. Alright, 2:30 in the morning. We got full belly. Why not? So what I did, which this is just like a thing. So I had started with this Gambeson. It did me so well. It kept me alive. I haven't died without taking severe risks since having it. And whenever I say severe risk, I went deep into this mine shaft. I went way deep. I fought some wicked stuff, like a bellhead shiver, a nightmare shiver, lots of locusts, and they were, I mean, I was not doing too hot. But still, it did me well. So I decided to upgrade, and I upgraded to the chainmail. But I did bronze. But you do the jerkin, and then you have to make a shit ton of chain, which to do plate or scale, I think you have to do the chain anyways. I think it's the base. But anyways, what I was gonna say was, if you're doing the copper chain anyways, it should give you some pretty decent defense, damage absorption. And then if you push through, if you push through to the scale, I think you can still put the plate on top, but you don't, the material underneath does not have to match the material you put on top. So like, even though when I did bronze for my chain, I could still do iron, meteoric iron, or steel on top. And it will take the attribute of the top material. But I don't know. You know what? Let's just have a look-see here. So if I did this, then this. See, I can do plate, body armor, scale, and then there's the chain. So if I did the chain, it's still the base of both of those. If I went to scale, I don't know if I can go to plate, but we'll check. Oh, no, you can't. There's the forks that you have to take. So You need the Gambison. Not the Gambison, I'm sorry, the Jerkin. And then from the Jerkin, you can make the chain. Then from the chain, you have to pick one of these two paths. It's either scale or plate, which I guess it depends on how you heal. It's going to give you about 75% extra hunger, and it's going to completely negate all of your heals unless you can get to a safe place, take off your armor, and heal. But yes, you have to go through chain. You have to do chain first. I would do chain and copper, if you have a lot of copper, and then do your scale. I would honestly wait for bronze at the very least, if not iron. So the meteoric, of course, you have to have bronze to do the iron. You have to do the iron to do the meteoric iron. And I only have the bronze anvil, so I'm having a lot of trouble finding iron. But you have to have the iron anvil to do the meteoric iron. But if you can get enough, you know. But I think I'm gonna hold off to do meteoric iron scales. Just because, damn it. Just because if you look at, so we'll look at the body. So with the body, it's 1.2 and 82. No, well, this is what I wanted. So for the plate and the scale, 1.6 to 1.35, 92%, 86%. But they're still both considered tier 2. That's probably because of the material. Anyways, 33% healing effectiveness, minus 33%. So that's per piece. If you look at all three pieces, that means it's minus 99% healing effectiveness. Which I don't know if that means if I'm fully, I know that you get like a healing factor if you're completely filled up, I think. Or it could be you just heal over time no matter what. But you would not in this. And bandages and stuff wouldn't work either. Now the range stuff is still the same, but look at that walk speed too. So I'm going to be dealing with minus 21% walk speed, whereas plate you're going to be dealing with 42% walk speed debuff. So you're going to be walking at half speed more or less. Hunger rate, you're going to have a plus 75% hunger rate. This one's going to have a plus 36, about half. So the little bit extra protection it gives you, I don't really see it being worth it. Just me. This actually has better durability too. These have 1200, that one has 1000. That's just in my opinion. I don't understand why they made armor such a burden to have. I understand, like, you're well protected, so you're gonna have some, some debuffs, but they just made it to where, like, you're heavily protected, but you got a soft, squishy center. You're real slow. You're real hungry all the time. You can't heal. But not much can damage you. But I mean, hell, if it's going to take you 2 years to even get to where something can even hurt you, then, you know. By the time you get there, you don't want to fight it anymore anyways. You're just over it. Alright, we need to sleep. I got sidetracked with the armor stuff. Another thing is, whenever you're at home, take your armor off. Especially in the winter. But if you're just like hanging around at the house and it's safe indoors, take your armor off. 1, it speeds you up, and 2, it reduces your hunger. Oh, I want to put this up before I misplace it by accident. I need cassiterite badly. Oh, I made the chimney now functions. I had actually messed it up at one point where it was saying that or there was something messing up my room. It was making it to where it wasn't even a shelter anymore. So I had to fix it, and I don't remember how I fixed it. I took off, my chimney was too high. It has to be so many blocks above, and if it gets any more, it doesn't count anymore. So 1, 2, or be better counting it off the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's as high as it can go. 5 above your fireplace. Otherwise, it doesn't count, and it counts as an open block. But it does actually function now. And I will actually show you. We'll go ahead and take a couple pieces of wood. Oh, my lighting stick. A little bit is going to puff out the front, but it literally does that in real life too. So it'll puff out there, then it'll dissipate, then it'll actually go up. And if we go outside, it actually works. It's not bothered by wind physics though, which is kind of upsetting. I wish that smoked all the time, at all times. I wonder how far you can see it from. Just out of curiosity. Oh, I can see it all the way over here. That's pretty good distance to see smoke. I wish it was a little bit thicker and it smoked all the time. I think there is a mod to make it smoke all the time though. Breakfast of Champions. Okay, I need to do a little bit more prospecting to see if I can find some cassiterite. I think I want to go south this time. But if we're doing that, I need to prep a little. This is done. You know what? Let's make... These are travel packs. I know it's not enough, but... I want this here. Oh, I forgot to put my resin and stuff up. it's actually kind of late in the day to even go. It's gonna get dark in like 4 hours, which is another bad part of winter. That up, that up. Take those, take that. We'll have to go down, get our new gear. So everything is gonna break more or less, except for my axe. We're gonna put them in here. There. And then we're going south. Oh, I missed. I don't think it's gonna give me anything. This will, though. Good old winter rye. I killed like a roe deer or something over here before. Right here. Boop. Come on. Cassiterite. Density church. Damn. Well, you too. Thanks for hanging out. I really appreciate it. I will be back at least on Thursday, but I might be on tomorrow. So if you have your notifications on, then yeah. But you have a good night, and I will see you next time. Ooh. That's deep. What about this one? This one's traversable. Oh, there's a ruin down here. I choked on spit. We're gonna do ladders on here. Oh god. That should work. Damn. Ooh. It's a good bed. There's rusty gears in there. Look Look at this. We're just gonna have a look-see. Brown coal. I'm okay. I don't need all that. I don't need all that. Caves freak me out. They always have and probably always will. I'll go in a ruin, though. I will go in a ruin all day, any day. But, yeah, you put me up against, Okay, so, generally, if these are perfectly round, they're going to be, Okay, not this time, but generally, if they're perfectly round, it's a meteor strike. Actually, I'll show you one real quick. It's kind of hard to see in the snow. Like, that's actually a hole in the ground. That one's a hole in the ground. Like a cave. But, I have a star right here. So, see how that hole is perfectly round, but it's only a 1? Like, it's 1 or 2 squares down. That's a meteor strike. Dig in those. There's another one down here. Right here. You can't tell because I dug it all up to get the meteor, but this was perfectly round right here. The meteor had come in from this way and hit, and it went underground a little bit. But yeah. Perfectly round, 1 to 2 squares down is a meteor strike and worth checking out. That'll be a cave. That one's a cave. That could be one. Kind of a long shot though. I think I had another one down here. Maybe? I thought I marked it. Oh. Here. That is probably one. It's nearly perfect, just not quite. Nope. Nope. Much easier to find them in the wintertime, though. I'd probably have that could be one there. If I had went down to here, I think I actually went to that. During the winter, this would all be covered in snow, and I'd be able to spot them pretty easily. But I didn't. Come on. Come on. Some magnetite, but minuscule. It's not worth it. I'm gonna go a little bit more south. Probably. Let's do it right here. Oh, I did the wrong one first. So whichever one you do first is your sample location, like your primary sample location. Damn, consider right. Survival goods. See that right there? That could be a meteor strike right there. You know what? We're gonna go over there. A little sketchy running around at night, but it's calm, so monsters won't be too crazy. Animals, on the other hand, are a different story, as we all know. Holy shit. I almost launched myself right off that cliff. Look, it's a meteor. But I don't have, I don't have the stuff to dig it, because it takes iron to dig it. I will go ahead and expose it all, though. I don't know what the impact soil does. We'll go ahead and dig it up, though. Oh, it's bigger than I thought. Oh, it's much bigger than I thought. Damn. I don't know how to say the name of whatever this is called, Soyvite or whatever. Cool. Well, let's prospect real quick. Eat up. Should give us enough to do what we need to do. And enough to get home. This may give us a reading for that meteoric iron. Okay. Cassiterite is okay. It might be a little hard to find, though. What I'm actually going to do is dig over to our primary section here. I can hear guys above me. Oh my god, it's apocalyptic. I'm gonna do that. 2, 3, 4. Then we're gonna swap this over to node search. 2, 3, 4. And I don't want to get stuck down here. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and set my ladders up like this. Nothing there. Probably won't get anything in any of these. Okay. I didn't think so. Do 5. I'm gonna do one more. 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can kind of stand in the corner and get two at the same time without having to move. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I probably should. I actually can't even see my redemptions because I have multi-stream up. So it doesn't let you see my redemptions like that. I'd have to pull up my other dock. But I used to stream with a camera. I don't anymore. It didn't seem to have any real effect. And there's days where I just don't want to wear a shirt, or like I don't feel like doing anything with my hair, or, I don't feel like being seen. So I just stopped doing it. But with Hydrate, there's bismuth. I don't need bismuth though. With Hydrate, I feel like it doesn't have the same effect if there isn't a camera. Like you can't, you're not able to see them do the redemption. And I used to have a few other redemptions too. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I used to have one. It was show me one out of the collection. What, being able to see, like, what I'm trying, I guess what I'm trying to say is, I feel like if yeah, I guess so. Actually, there's some times where I forget to even get a drink. But like if you don't have a visual cue to say that I actually did it, I feel like, I could just lie. Just act like I took a drink. You know what I mean? Then lie. Yeah, I guess I could. There's that business again. I guess I could. Oh, there's the bismuth there. I don't need it though. I don't need bismuth. I should probably just go ahead and dig down a little ways. Oh, it's gonna be right down here. We're gonna go like 3. And then it was this direction. Come on. Okay, it's still only trace, but we're gonna go dig for it. This is the bad part, though. Because it could be freaking anywhere. Well, that didn't do a whole lot, did it? It's just trace everywhere. Hmm. Maybe I should go down a few more. I feel like it's like right over there, though. Small. Okay, so it's getting closer. I'm getting closer. Now do it. Yeah, it's like a big cube. Okay, so trace. Oh no, large. We're getting closer to it. I don't know what the sphalerite does. There it is. There it is. It's only poor, but I don't want to get snuck up on here. We'll block it off there, and we'll block it off here. Oh man, this is great. Cassiterite is my least favorite. Well, that and magnetite. So, oh god. Not very lucky. Oh, and I lost it down there. You sons of bitches. And it's apocalyptic. You know what? Okay. So we gotta build us a platform so that we can get all this. Yeah, yep. I gotta dig under it just to make sure it ain't gonna fall. Okay. We should be relatively good. At least for this part. But yeah, magnetite and cassiterite have been my hardest things to find. Copper, of course, I can find it. It seems like everywhere. This is actually a much larger node than I thought it was gonna be. But I can't complain. It just keeps going. Oh my goodness. Oh my, it just keeps going. I remember whenever I first started on Twitch, like view botting or stuff like that it's still big, but it used to be even bigger. And not only that, like the bots that would come in and be like, oh, you know, I can make you famous, or stuff like that. Now it's different. They're not saying I can make you famous. They're coming in trying to pull as many of your viewers over to another streamer as possible. And that blows my mind. to try to come in and headhunt viewers. So this is a big vein, and I want to stay down here and just keep doing it. But the instability is not the greatest. It's going to end up sending me to the rest world. And that's why I'm considering getting rid of the temporal stability. Now I know that in real life, mining can literally drive someone insane because it's dark and you're underground and you can't see the sky and all that stuff. But if it came down to I was trying to survive and thrive, I don't think that being down underground for a couple of hours would drive me insane. So I'm thinking about turning it off. And I'm actually thinking about turning monsters off too. Like underground? Because I can, but the instability still won't change. We're gonna pick a corner. What can I make out of this? Oh, I can make cobblestone out of it? I don't think it's worth holding on to. I don't think. It's kind of neat looking, but really at the end of the day, it just looks like cobblestone. So I want to chuck it. And that. Yeah, no. So of course, the deeper you go, the worse the stability is. And then, like, there's even just above ground, there's different stability levels. And you can't technically live in an unstable area. You eventually go crazy. Which I just don't like. And then with, like, the monsters, the rest creatures, they're more of a nuisance than anything. Like, at night, they just keep you inside. Like, at the end of the day, everybody's just going to camp out in their house until daytime. If you really think about it. And it's kind of lame, if I'm being totally honest. We got a little bit out of there. That was a good pull. Happy with it. I'm happy with that. We are going to go home now. But yeah, I should definitely be able to, if I wanted to, live underground. Or, like, go out at night. Which, I mean, the monsters don't really bother me too much at night. It's how crazy it can get. So, like... Now, what the hell was that? So, like, right now the rift activity is apocalyptic. So there's, like, a strong possibility there's quite a few of them outside. I've been doing all this and I don't even have my gear on. Damn. I never did say I was the brightest. Do I have juice? I don't have juice. Oh, I hear him. Sounds like a drifter. Yep, there's a drifter right out there. I wonder how many there are, though. I don't need this. There was hematite in there. And a little bit of magnetite. Alright, we're just gonna go. Look at all the fucking rifts. And they're gonna throw rocks and shoot arrows at me. Which, like I said, isn't anything crazy. It just, like, it keeps you inside. That's all it really does. Because unless they're throwing... Unless they're throwing, like, a bunch of shivers at you, or you have multiple Bowtorns, like, they're not... It's not impossible. Like, yeah, it says apocalyptic right now, but it's really not that big of a deal. There's a deer. Oh, what? Black bear over there. Running out of arrows now. Come on, homie. Alright. Back on the grind. Back on the grind to get home. Yeah, we're hungry. Just don't run by that black bear. There's a brown bear over here too somewhere, and that rift is popping up in my face. I know I could eat my grain. Damn. We're gonna have our full chain real soon. So I need, so each chain takes 2 ingot. If I have 3 chain that I need to do, I need 6 ingot. Which, once I break down this considerite, I have a better idea of what I'm going to have. But I also have a lot of copper. I hit, like, the copper gold mine earlier, and it was all like rich copper. Let's get us a bite. Not bad. Not bad. Okay. I need to go ahead and cook a little bit. At least I may as well. We're going to do it like that. I can't tell if that's my nose whistling, because I have some very mild sinus stuff going on right now, or if it was a Botorn. It sounded like a Botorn shooting. Alright, I took some out of that. So I'm making 3. Okay. This one should have 2 in it. Okay. Come on. Now that we're back at home, we'll take our stuff off. I'm not even like half organized right now. I need to go back over to the kitchen. That's 3 side by side. What the hell? This is almost done. I'll go ahead and grab this. And then that. Here. Seeds, fat. Grain. Oh, we got 13 rye now. We are cooking. We are cooking. You know what? You guys can all hang out together, okay? It's not a big deal. Let's check our leather workout. Okay. I'll have to scrape that. Scraped. Bucket. Here. Dump. Can I reach it from here? Yep. 20, 30, 40, 50. I used to have my leather working like here in this corner, and I felt like it was kind of giving me we were cramped a little bit too much. Already got to 20. It takes 20 per 50 liters. This will be full. Done. Okay. 50 liters. We're going to throw this scraped leather in here. We're going to see if we can put all 6 of the big ones in there. Oh, they all fit. Cool. Okay, now everything's over at the house. This is like the mess hall. Crafting, some crafting, because I do crafting at both. This is living quarters. I guess the other one will be like the mess hall. Alright, now can't stay organized. Almost a stack. I don't know if they stacked a 64 or 99, but I almost got a stack. Alright. Time to show you guys the copper. Look at this copper. 4 full stacks, almost 5, and then I have these. And these are both rich. They give me 25 per. Isn't that crazy? Let's see what this cassiterite gives us. Oh, it's 5. Ew, that's gross. Not a full stack, but that's still pretty goddamn good. Let's see what that's gonna give us. We're gonna... Oh, I can't even do that. I'll only be able to do that. Alright. There it was. And I fucked it up. It's like 30. 32, 33, 34. I should probably go ahead and just make it an even 2100. That's what we're gonna do. And that's gonna take fucking ages to cook. Ages. So I think we're gonna meet in the middle with the longer cook time with the black coal. Which I don't like to waste on. Oh, it's not even wasting. I don't like to use it on there. This is going to take a long time to cook. And it goes for 84 seconds, so over a minute per piece, and it's going to be at 1200. Normally I cook with the charcoal because it cooks at 1300, but it lasts half that time. And then I generally save the brown coal for my forge. So we'll stack this back up over here, this over here. Let's put the cassiterite right next to it. I do have a little bit of iron, not much, and I still have a little bit of meteoric. Tad bit of lead that I could just throw away. I have a medium-sized glass of sweet tea that I've been swigging on. Oh shit, I missed it. Over on Kick, we got a new follow. Silvio. Silvio? Thank you for the follow. That was 26 minutes ago. I don't have any Kick alerts, so there's nothing that, like, dings me for that. But I am indeed juiced. Alright. Let's check this out. Oh yeah, it's gonna take a while. I do, but I don't have... The Kick was actually just like a side note. I didn't even really think about streaming on it. I only had it to watch a buddy that I thought he would do better on Kick than he would on Twitch. But I was like, I'll just go ahead and log into it. What's it going to hurt? But in all honesty, the most interaction I get on there is from bots. And then that's actually where I met Pasta. They actually followed me over to Twitch. But yeah, I multi-stream. So I'm on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick right now. But I was primarily a Twitch streamer before, and I have everything set up on there. So channel point rewards, all that stuff. I might have some YouTube stuff set up, but I don't think it's anything crazy. It might be subs only. I only have a sub alert, possibly. I might not even have that. It's all set up. Well, I think it's mostly set up on Twitch. Like 95% of everything is on Twitch. But I have everything on there. Every type of alert. The only thing that doesn't really have an alert is the I'm late channel points reward. I think, or actually, I think second and I'm late. First may not have a technical like alert, but it does pop up an animation on the screen. It pops up a little one, not a little one. It has a first, which nobody redeemed it. I think it only takes one channel point. So if you redeem it, you'll see it pop up. Even knowing I've been live for almost 2 hours. But yeah, I could come over and I could turn on my other dock.
First blood.
Oh, it has a chime. First blood. So if I go and open my Twitch chat, the game's still going, right? Is it froze up? I think it looks like it's froze up. Let me shrink this just a little. Oh my god, it's so temperamental. And I'll click the game back so it can be playing. Oh, damn. Yeah, I know I'm late doesn't have one. Second might, but I don't think it does. Maybe I will reactivate the hydrate one, and I'll make it to where it like says, what if I use the clip from SpongeBob where he goes to Sandy's for the first time and he's like yelling for water? Maybe I should do that one. I'm everyone. Yes, you are. The big ones are, so Prime Imperator. That one actually took me a little while to do. That's like King of the Hill. So each time it's redeemed, it has a cooldown. It might only be able to be redeemed once a stream, but I think it's like once every 30 minutes or something like that. Every time somebody takes it, it plays like this big to-do, and it names you the Prime Imperator. And then, there we go. A new Prime Imperator. But it goes up. It automatically increases the amount of channel points it takes to redeem it. So whenever you redeemed it, it cost 160 channel points. It automatically went up to 320. So it like doubles until it reaches, I think it's 1,000 channel points, and then it goes up by 10% after that. And it saves it too. So you'll be the Prime Imperator until someone else does it. I don't think I've ever had anybody redeem Make the Name, which is you create a named, either a named item or the name of a person, a character, or something like that the next time I name one. There's a couple of Mad Max references on there, but that's why I like Twitch. And I try to have my ads down as low as possible. I think I have like 1 or 2, it might be 1 minute worth of ads every 60 minutes. If I could turn it down lower than that, then I would. But then I lose my monetization, and then I also lose my channel point rewards. That's the only reason I have the ads. Alt F4. 50,000 channel point rewards. It literally has a macro that automatically presses Alt F4 on my computer, so it closes. It has this big deal. It has red lights that flashes and sirens that go off and a big screen, big evil lap and shit, and then it shuts down my game. Which actually, if I happen to click over while that's happening over to OBS, it completely kills the stream. It just shuts off whatever program I'm currently actively using. And it legitimately works. I've had that one the longest. And I set that one up every inch by myself with no help. And then I switched my StreamerBot. So I'm currently using StreamerBot. Streamer.bot. I used to use, it was called a Lorian board. And I had coded it on there to work. But then I switched and I had to recode a bunch of stuff. I stumbled across a couple of cool codes and stuff, and I stitched them all together. That's actually how I made the Prime Imperator one. I stitched 3 different codes together to make that. And then all the rest of it's pretty simple. But like I said, most of them have like interactive stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and take this dock down and then bring the game back up. I used to have one, it was called ABC. Like, I went deep in. So Mad Max is my all-time favorite movie and character, as you can tell. I've had the screen name, or the gamer tag, since the second week that PlayStation 3 came out. Whatever year that was. Because my buddy got a PlayStation 3 day one on release. And we were playing something, and we're like, oh my god, it has online. So we all made accounts, and I made it then. So whatever year that was. But I've had it ever since. Anyways, I went real deep in the whole post-apocalyptic and Mad Max part of it. So I had ABCs of the Wasteland, and I actually don't know where it's at, but I have a book, and it's like, it has like survival stuff, and it's all in alphabetical order. And I would read an entry out of that whenever they would redeem it, and they would pick a letter, and then I would read from that letter, read one of the entries, and then I had show me one from your collection. I have a small collection of scale replicas and some other collectibles and such. I have some trophies from my racing days, and then some other odds and ends. But I used to show a piece of my collection. I haven't collected stuff in quite some time. I've taken a hiatus from it, but yeah. I had another one. It was Muzzle the Feral. So in Fury Road, they consider Max to be a feral because he's been out in the wasteland alone for so long, and they muzzle him. And I actually bought that muzzle. It's rubber, but it's still the thought that counts, I guess. But I'd put that on. Oh, I gotta boop. Make a bunch of ingots. Yeah, I'd put that on, and I'd wear it for, I think I did 5 minutes, I think. I had a little timer that went with it and stuff. I tried to be as interactive as possible. Like, make it to where you guys could do as much as possible while you're watching. There's one of them, it's not active right now. I had macros set up for press Q on playing Project Zomboid, which makes your character yell, which attracts zombies. I played American Truck Simulator there for a little while, so I actually made it to where it could hit the air brakes. There's one where it would do the horn. There's one where it turned the engine off. I had a couple of macros set up for first-person shooters, so it would You could do a single shot, a burst shot, or a full auto burst, like a quick full auto burst. And I never did get to test those on stream. But I don't really play a whole lot of first-person shooters, so that may not work out anytime soon. Okay, we're doing pretty good now. Come on, get over here. Oh, I need to make a pickaxe. Prospector's cool. I have an axe over there. The shovel is already ready to be replaced. Let's do a hammer. We got plenty of bronze, so we may as well. I ran over the fire. Alright. We are gonna let that cool. I'll sleep until morning. Oh my god, it's March 1st. Well, March 2nd. It's going to be March 2nd in just a minute, but I didn't realize we had made it into March. Pretty cool. There we go. We're going to heat this. How much was in there? 1,200. We're going to go ahead and heat it back up. Get the second set of ingots going. It's still rift activity high. Holy shit. It was apocalyptic yesterday. And I'm gonna run upstairs and eat that one that's upstairs. Crazy. Okay. Oh wait, is this done yet? This is already done. Damn, it took a lot. Ten large scraped hides. Damn, I wish I had some chromium. Chromium? That takes sulfur and all kinds of shit to do. Then we could make the sturdy leather backpack, which gives us like 2 more. But right now I'm actually aiming for elk stuff. Go ahead and get it built. I don't know if you have to buy the elk or if you have to like trade something for the elk, but after you do the archives, you get an elk. That may have been a spoiler. My apologies. Still 500 left. That's crazy. Let's take that out of there. We'll put that back. Alright, that puts me in a decent ending spot. I'm going to showcase Alt F4 for you. To end the stream. Okay, here we go. Oh, the timing's off a little bit. But yeah, that was it. And it closed the game. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go in and adjust that timing a little bit. Because normally it does like I think three of the alarms, and then shuts it down. But yeah, that was my Alt F4. But yeah, I'll be back on tomorrow. Well, quite possibly tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then Thursday. I won't be getting on Wednesday. So, until then, you guys have a good night and good day. And as always, be safe.